Hello. Hello, people of the world and the internet. Um, I hope you're ready for your daily reading. Go grab your coffee. Pause this. Go grab a coffee or some water. It's probably better. And then get ready for your reading. Okay. Alright, it's time to rest and it's time to reset. You need to make sure that you're giving yourself the right kind of nourishment. You make sure you stay on top of your medications. If you're on any vitamins, make sure you're taking them. Make sure you're eating properly and you're not taking in a whole bunch of junk that you know is really bad for you, because at the moment that is what's really important for you and your body and your path forward. So much can shift in your body and your energy levels and in the direction that you're heading in with just how you're focusing on your diet and yourself. You need to be caring for yourself as though there's always something more that we could be giving ourselves, always another way that we can be nourishing ourselves. We need to eat the right foods for us. I don't know if you know about the blood diet. Like, I'm not saying eat blood. I mean, like the blood type diet. Apparently people with different blood types need to eat different kinds of foods. And some of them need more meat in their diet than others, and some need less meat than others, you know, obviously. Kind of covers that in the first one. Anyway, just make sure that you're eating what you know is good for your body. And if you find this might not be something that some people think needs to be said, but from experience of people in my own life, I know some people just don't get the message and they might need to hear it another time. So if your body does not like a certain type of food, that is your body's way of saying this food isn't good for us. This food will not help us on our path, physically or emotionally or energetically. It is not meant for us. And I know that my partner, he likes to eat all kinds of foods that make him physically ill, and he just always has like an antacid tablet with him, just because he knows that after he eats these certain things it's going to affect him badly, and he does it anyway. Now that is just an example of a kind of habit that you get into when you're not aligned with yourself. And just choosing differently, choosing to listen to what your body is telling you, will make such a huge difference in your life, in more than just how your body feels, but how your body feels is pretty important. So, like, if you know that you have to do a certain thing, you're about to learn a bunch of stuff, you're about to go and do physical exercise, you need to make sure that you have the energy. And obviously that's what our food is for. We need the right energy. And I'm sure you've heard of the whole thing about your food is your fuel and you wouldn't put the wrong type of fuel in your car. And I mean, it's right, it's true. Like, you shouldn't be eating foods that you know your body does not accept, and it makes your body run slower, or it makes it really unwell, it damages it in some way. And I guess this leads me to alcohol as well. It's not just things that you eat, things that you drink. They say that a glass of red wine a night is good for you. They also say that beer can be good for the heart. But if you're drinking consistently, if you're drinking multiple drinks a day, daily, that is bad. If you're drinking heavily throughout the week or the month, even if it's intermittently, if you're drinking heavily, this is so bad. It's so bad for your body. It doesn't matter what you're drinking. If there's alcohol in it, it's probably not good for you in the long term for you to have lots of it. I know that with certain kinds of foods and drinks, it can be hard to make a good decision. And I mean, myself, I know that drinking coffee is not necessarily the best thing for me, for my specific body. Yet I have a channel called Coffee and Cards, and if I've already had a coffee in the morning, then I'll wait until a little bit later and make a second coffee for the video, unless I decide to be smart and drink something else. Still too hot to drink. Yeah. So just really make sure you're looking after yourself at the moment. That's really important, because obviously your mental health is affected by the things that you're putting in your body, and obviously your mental health affects everything in your life, the way that you respond to people and situations, the way that you care for yourself and others around you. So if you really want the best out of life, which if you're following readings hoping to find out good ways to move forward, then hopefully you're ready for this advice. But treat yourself the way that you should. Treat yourself the best possible way that you can. And I'm not saying never ever have, I wouldn't say that unhealthy food or alcohol is a treat, because really a treat should be something that heightens your vibration and is good for you. But having unhealthy foods and stuff as a treat is really not a treat for you as a whole. Maybe for your taste buds and for your brain a little bit, but for the rest of you, it's really not a treat at all. It is the opposite. What is the opposite of a treat? It is poison. Okay. If you make the conscious decision to be unhealthy, you're going to cause more issues than just, oh, I feel a little bit unwell today. You're going to manifest more serious issues. If you ignore your body, I actually brought a notepad and pen to write down important information as I'm going, rather than just like rewatching it. So you guys should definitely do that too. Pause this if you haven't already gotten like something to write notes with, and go get it and then keep going, because it's really super important. Treat your body the way it deserves to be treated. Feed your body the right things for it. It's gonna take me too long to write it, and then it'll take like a million years. Was a good idea in theory, it's not in practice. You're going to make yourself sick. You're going to make yourself unwell. You need to listen to this advice. You need to stop being stubborn and eating whatever you want, knowing, I probably shouldn't eat that. I'm going to do it anyway. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Your guides do not want you to do that. They're all like, you need to stop doing that. And I'm like, okay, I'll tell them, but I know that message is also for me. Yeah, 100%. Stop doing that. Seriously. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to stop doing that. No, I'm going to just make the decision to treat myself better. And I want you guys to do it with me. So please, do it. We need to bring this idea of doing the right thing for our body, and it might sound stupid, put it together with the reality of what you're doing. So if you find yourself thinking about a healthy meal, just go and do that. And if you want to add something unhealthy to it, just really think about whether it is worth it. Okay, you need to bring the reality of you being like looking after yourself and merge it with the reality that you are in right now. You need to stop letting them be separate ideas like, oh yeah, I'm going to be healthy. This is an idea over here. And then I'm going to go to the fridge, see the first thing that I want. Oh, that's probably not very good for me, but that's alright. I'll have that anyway. You need to stop keeping these separate. You need to find a way to bring them together. And now I have an exercise for you to try. Okay, so I want you to actually do what I just did with your hands. And I want you to visualize in one hand you doing the right thing for yourself, how your body feels after you've eaten healthier things, after you've eaten less if eating too much is your problem. If you're feeding yourself the right things, you feel like having a drink instead of grabbing the Pepsi, you make yourself some juice. And I'm saying make yourself some juice, not just pour some full of sugar out of a bottle. Just go and make the healthier option. And visualize this, visualize all of that, and how that's making your body feel, and how that's affecting your energy, and how eating that way will change your lifestyle, the way that you're living, the habits that you're gonna have. Imagine yourself having a routine where it works out and it's great, and imagine all of that manifesting in a sphere, a ball in your hand of light is what I imagine. But if you imagine it like a physical ball, you know, it's up to you how you imagine things. And just let yourself feel it and know it and know that it's there. And then on the other side, I want you to acknowledge how you're eating now, the things that you're having that is bad for you, the things that you're having that is not good for you at all. And while I'm doing that, while I'm talking about doing that, I can feel energy from this hand going over to that one. It's like it's draining all the positive energy out of this good side, of this reality where everything is being looked after. Just having the idea of the reality of not following through with any of that and eating terribly is draining the energy from this. And it's like turning it into something that it wasn't intended to be. It's making that energy feel dense and yucky and gross. But once you have this side, turn your attention to the side that has all of the good stuff, okay? And feel your heart energy flowing to it. You can visualize it, whether it's going through your body and through your arm into it, or if it's coming straight from that space and going straight there. And feel it filling up this side, filling up the light. And then I want you to intentionally grab the energy from this side. I want you to move it over to this side and push it into this. And then I want you to send more love, more energy. This time I do want you to direct it through your arm. And tell me what happens. It feels like this side is still there, still heavy, still dense, still gross, but there are like flecks of light in it. And then you can try it again. This beautiful, positive, I'm eating healthy, I'm making the right choices. I feel like having a snack. Do I grab chips? No. I can make a salad. I can have carrot sticks. I can have some crackers with some cheese and ham. Not every day, but you know, every now and then, that's not too bad. I give myself something light, something easy to digest, something that is a better choice for me, that is a smaller portion size than what I would normally have. Something that takes a little bit of a ritual to set up, but that just means I'm putting more positive energy into it and more positive intention. And the more that I say these things, I can feel the energy growing in this hand, and I can feel it in my fingers. And then I'm just like, this is no longer current reality. This is like bad habits that need to change. And then this is beautiful reality. Best option for my body, for myself. And then bring them together in the middle. And then you can feel the energy is coming to what feels like more of a compromise. It's like I want to be more lenient. This side is thinking I can make exceptions. I can be in a ritual, not literally like light some candles and do some funny dances kind of ritual. I mean, if you have to make yourself some food, you're gonna cut up some vegetables or some fruit or whatever it is. You pour your stuff in, you put your things in a bowl or whatever, and then, you know, there's this order that you do things in, and this way that you prepare it. And it's like, I want that too. And this energy is feeling like I want to be appreciated. I want that positive feeling. I don't want to feel like I'm not wanted. Like if you eat something and then you know that you shouldn't have, and there's like a guilt associated with it, then that part of you is not feeling appreciated. It's like, hey, I fed you, I gave you this thing that you said you needed, and I'm not being appreciated at all, and the body is not appreciating it. It's like, why did you do that to me? And it's like, I was helping. Yeah, no. So it's like the energy of this meets the energy of this, and it starts to understand what is going wrong. So then suddenly you'll start finding ways to create flavors that you already like in not necessarily the most healthy things. And then you start to transform it into something that you have made with the intention of it being healthy, with good ingredients, but also trying to create new flavors or flavors similar to ones that you already loved. That whole reading was just based off of two cards. Card of malady and marriage. I hope this message rings true for you. I hope this message is relevant to you. And I hope that it helps you. I hope doing that energy thing helps you. And try it a whole bunch of different ways. Do different things. If you feel like it's gotten to the point where you're ready for that compromise and the energy is like met, then you could try push it even further, or you could try doing it every day. And the more you do it, like if you start to change your habits because of it, even just a little bit, then your new current reality side ball of energy thing, your new one is going to develop with you every day. So it's no longer, oh, I get takeout like twice a week and I have fizzy drinks every day and all of this blah. You're all like, well, I've made changes, so I've cut those things down and I've added more healthy things. So now my current reality is different. And then that meets this awesome energy. And then bring that together. And then this side helps feed this side into growth and change and more positivity. So if you do it every day or every couple of days, I would say do it every day for the like maximum best result that you could possibly get. And if you're someone that has more trouble like focusing and remembering, and you find yourself making a bad decision, like, oh man, I just made all this yummy food but it's totally not good for me, I don't want to waste it now, like try and once you realize that you've done that, still do it again, even if you've already done it that day. Just do it again and see what happens. Then maybe you'll find you have a smaller serving and then maybe a piece of fruit afterwards. And then you're all like, yeah, I'll treat myself to the rest of this tomorrow with another piece of fruit. And then I probably won't make it again for another week or so, kind of thing. You need to look after yourself. And it's not going to be a change that happens overnight or immediately once I say, look after yourself. And you're like, I think I will. And then you start. Like, I don't think it's going to be like that. It needs to be a process. That process that I just spoke you through. Is that how words happen? I don't know. Anyway, good times. Thank you for listening. And I'm gonna need you to like this video if you liked it, because that would be very helpful. And also, if you found this helpful and you want more information, more insight, more tricks and tips, whatever, more little homework thingies that help you progress in life, because I like those, then just subscribe. And every time I upload a new one, which is definitely multiple times a week because I'm trying to do them daily, except for 2 days a week where I do them live on different places. One on my Facebook page on a Thursday, and one on a Healers, Readers and Gifted of the World group on Facebook on a Sunday. I do them live there. So, join me for more with the subscribe button. And also, if you want to, you can support me on Patreon, because that'll be lovely. It'll be awesome. And my Facebook thingy where you can book your own personalized reading that is just specifically for you, that the link for that is also in the description, so you should do that. You should definitely do that. And I will always be available. I will always make myself available. So if you want to book in, look for a time that is available and book that in. And if there's something like it doesn't really work for you because you're in a different time zone or something, then I can change my schedule a little bit for you. Okay, I will do my best to do that. Alrighty then, thank you very much. I'm gonna go now because it's been 25 minutes and that's a little bit over. Alright, see you.